I hate this guy. I hope he suffers. I hope he loses everything. He belongs in prison.
Go get some therapy. You are sick. You need help. I don't think we should put you down like a puppy yet, but actually, I don't know.
It always comes back to Shad, man. Any one of these degenerates, it always somehow goes back to Shad, man.
These two
Just stop. Just please stop.
Is this real?
The path of a free speech absolutist is to get dragged into a conversation, look like Vito Gesualdi.
So, Your Movie Sucks actually commented on this video. I wonder if it's still there. You knowingly created a situation where I had to physically hurt myself to give a proper response. What?
Listen, Your Movie Sucks. The bulls that they have aren't literal bulls. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm not an abuser. I know that I'm not attracted to. I know that I'm not attracted to. I don't even jerk it to lolly. I hate that that's now a thing that people think. I know that about myself. And so I feel like, oh, okay, well, clearly there's some sort of miscommunication. Clearly there's a thing where, like, someone doesn't understand me. And if I just say more about myself, then it's fine, because I know these things about myself, so it's, you know, they'll figure it out.
Hey there, guys. So today I figured we dive back into some internet rabbit holes of basically degeneracy. And I wanted to talk about the most recent fallout of Your Movie Sucks, aka YMS, and his insane meltdown against Rob's Media and also Nicholas Diorio, along with some inclusion of some other YouTubers. But essentially, Rob's Media posted a video talking about why he isn't really a fan of Your Movie Sucks anymore, and he goes into depth and detail, really talking about YMS's many disturbing takes and thoughts on zoophilia and even at points pedophilia. But I watched the video myself, and I was just flabbergasted at the type of content, because I remember seeing this guy on EFAP with Mahler, Rags, and Fringy, and I didn't pay too much close attention. I was just listening in the background, but I could tell there was like some tension between them all. It was basically some drama over Critical Drinker. And now that YMS pops back up, I haven't heard of him since, all of this shit blows out. And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? But yeah, as you saw with the intro, YMS has some peculiar takes when it comes to animals and zoophilia. And he really did crash out. Now, I'm going to pull up a clip real quick from Nicholas Diorio's stream about his, I think, first initial response, which was a tweet about the video here.
Obviously not going to show any of this. What I will show you is this infamous tweet from April 2018. It reads, "To all of the people out there that think illustrated and or fictional porn depicting illegal activity should be illegal, why do you not apply the same logic to films and literature depicting acts of murder? I don't see how it's different from—"
Oh God, dude, I don't understand. Why do people have to jump out and die on Lolly Hill? Can somebody tell me why people have to jump out and die on Lolly Hill constantly? Like, it's not enough that they like defend people jerking off to it, but they need to go out and proudly proclaim that like everyone else is fucking stupid too. Like, it's, I don't know. There's something about Lolicon that just makes all of the people associated with it have to go run and, hey all you people, I jerked off to something that people would judge me for.
So yeah, as you can see, not the greatest take. It is very horrible and disgusting. I was, fucking flabbergasted, like I said. But YMS would then go on to just lose his fucking mind and crash out in the comment section of Rob's Media's video on him. Now, his biggest complaints, which I won't even go into because I'm afraid of what might happen if I talk too much about this myself, was that Rob's Media was distributing porn to minors. I know, sounds incredibly stupid and fucking retarded. But that was his argument. And I will go ahead and just say, one, that is entirely false. Two, according to YMS, his security is foolproof, so no minors can even see or interact with his account, so therefore no minors could have, I guess, stumbled upon his account listening to Rob's Media. It's a very stupid and maliciously fucking retarded take to have, especially when you get called a pedophile. Or, I'm sorry, zoophile. When you get called a zoophile / moderate pedophile supporter in terms of Shadman and Lolicon, that is the more direct term. The first thing you shouldn't do is be like, you're showing porn to minors. That's a fucking horrible, fucking stupid idea. But that's what Rob's Media has to deal with, is YMS doing that. And playing again from Nickelodeon, playing again from Nicholas DiOrio's stream is going to be his immediate like tweet / note breakdown, where he's just utterly malicious and vile in his response.
What the hell is happening? What's going on? Well, YMS made a statement in regards to this, and no, this is not one of those many YouTube comments. On September 9th, which is about, like 6 days ago, Adam put out like a full... There is a hit piece video made about me that people are asking me to respond to. Unfortunately, I'm out of town. Let me give you some music for this backstory here. For this, this amazing backstory. He's unfortunately out of town, but he's extremely hyperactive in regards to like everything involving this. No, I don't want this one. I want this one. This is a good one. There is a hit piece video that people are asking me to respond to. Unfortunately, I'm out of town on the biggest work trip of the year that I do annually, and I won't be able to provide a thorough video response until I'm back in over a week. I believe this was intentional. I've already left a lengthy and detailed comment response with timestamps in the video's comment section debunking the claims. I've reached out to the original video creator on multiple platforms requesting them pin my comment for visibility and transparency. He has ignored me and refuses to do so. Even his friend who republished the hit piece on their own channel with minimal commentary have refused to pin my comments responding to their claims. The reason I'm not sharing a direct link to the video here is because it contains detailed descriptions of pornographic images involving myself and consenting adults, plus instructions on how to access them with images and pages of usernames. Since my main account is not set to 18+, I will not be sharing that here. The original video creator, however, is perfectly comfortable keeping these sections in his video uncensored to his audience of the YouTube drama commentary slop consumers, which we all know have a higher than average percentage of 13 to 17-year-old viewers. Both him and his friend have the option to set their videos to 18+ on their end, but they refuse to do so, ensuring that at least some minors are given detailed descriptions of explicit material on how to access it. This is unacceptable and a clear violation of YouTube's terms of service. So, before we even get there, yeah, exactly what you're thinking happened. On Twitter, if you're an adult who wishes to review the original video, make sure to sort all the comments by new and then scroll up until you see mine. It's like, if you're gonna watch the video, why don't you watch it? Why do you have to go scroll up and then watch it with you as like a developer commentary? He's like begging his audience to go and fucking upvote his comments. Then upvote my comment for visibility so people can be informed that I have responded and intend on responding more thoroughly when I'm back in town. For now, I'm going to continue to focus my work during this busy week. If you're upset that I'm not doing a video response till over a week from now, you can blame the uploader who planned this intentionally or didn't do any research on me at all. If you're interested in watching the video, the TLDR is that it's more of this... Dude, if you're interested in watching the video, please go to the comment section, read my entire thing, and then please, like, let me poison the well here. It's more of the same shit that I've already thoroughly responded to a billion times in a billion different platforms. 10 to 15 years ago, I shared my perspective on various controversial moral philosophical issues, and because I was in my early 20s, I didn't phrase myself as well as I would have today. The 10th most viewed video on the YMS highlight channel is one from my responses to this exact thing happening years ago. Feel free to watch that if you're curious. It is yet another absolute nothing burger, supported by the fact that these people always have to keep going back 10 to 15 years for clips instead of focusing on any of the, again, there was one clip in the video, or like one screenshot in the video of him arguing about this last year. No, why would that? Like, why would you say that if you watched the video? If he's responded bullet points, why would he not acknowledge that? Like, that's not good. When my responses like this are mentioned, it's only ever framed as, wow, he must be obsessed with the subject if he keeps talking about it. All while failing to mention that the only time I've ever mentioned these subjects is when people demand I make a response to the same 10 to 15-year-old clips being dug up over and over and over. It's maliciously dishonest, and it's intentional. The framing of the original video is both ignorant and irresponsible, making no effort to do due diligence and fact-checking. 1/3 of the video is pure speculation or outright fiction. 1/3 is cherry-picked comments I've over the years presented in ways that intentionally remove the nuance of the intent, and 1/3 of the video is unironically shaming me for being a queer furry. Alright, I mean, you want to fuck the lion from The Lion King, dude. I think that, like, there's going to be some kind of there's going to be some conceptions that come with that, right? You want to fuck the lion from The Lion King, dude. We kink shame on this channel a little bit. All right, this is probably going to be one of those. You want to fuck the lion from The Lion King, okay? I've archived their original posts along with proof that their videos are still accessible to minors without requiring sign-in to view them. Again, this is dramatically convenient. It looks like he's trying to cover this thing up and get this video taken down. They have both been notified how irresponsible this is. The original uploader has ignored me, and his friend wound up arguing with me in his comment section, attempting to justify their decision. It is apparently not worth ad revenue to prevent minors in their audience from hearing the description of pornographic material with screenshots showing how to access it. I'm talking about like Anissa's OnlyFans every day on stream, bro. What are you talking about? Dude, I'm sorry, this is insane. If anything else has happened to archive information from these two channels before they delete them, that would be, wait, if anyone can help me archive information from these channels before they delete them, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm very busy on my work trip. Who are the two channels? I know one.
Now, after this horrendous response, Rob's Media's video would be taken down by YouTube for explicit content, which wouldn't make sense at all, basically, but YMS would go out to just basically throw a hip hip hooray party for himself, being like, see, it got taken down, I was right all along, you know, the stupid I win, you lose bullshit. And honestly, it's really fucking stupid. You should not be celebrating right now. But as you can see in this next clip, he did.
Then YMS quote tweets this, saying, absolutely crazy, these two idiots were sharing porn with minors. I thought sharing porn with minors was perfectly fine until getting called out on Twitter. So now it's not like made references to porn site to expose you. Now these guys are sharing porn with minors. This is like egregious, right? Is this not like egregious? If society comes out, you're a fucking moron blaming and accusing people for something so serious. I mean, by that logic, you're a dog fucker who likes lolly and little kids and sharing explicit content of yourself. You reviewed movies for children, and those same people are young who might have a following that might have followed your insane, disgusting, explicit account. Might as well change your name to YMS445. Oh, okay, sensitive society's going crazy, dude. Should I do the accent, or is that racist? I thought I was pretty charitable towards you when we were talking, but I see I was wrong. Obviously, these are his words, not mine. I'm going to expose you more and tell my mom and you until you can't type anymore because your wrists hurt so much from jacking it to the Lion King, you freak. Okay. I don't think I can do the accent.
But yeah, that basically sums up the initial video and the fallout. But Rob's Media's video would eventually go back up, although it would be age restricted. Understandable, especially after getting it taken down. But what is so wrong about YMS's takes? What is he so adamantly against people hearing. And that's what the next 2 parts are going to be about. They're going to be extended clips from both Nicholas DiOrio's videos and YMS's videos themselves. And the reason why I decided to just clip them out and just put them here is because I wanted to be direct and focused on the 2 main issues that I have with YMS. And those are his horrible, I mean atrociously horrible and gross takes on zoophilia. So forgive me, but here's the first video.
Kiwi Farms.
The context that was left out of the original video is that I'm not arguing about Kara the Wolf. I'm only in there because I was mentioned in the video because people were comparing me. I think it was Null himself. Like, this is a long time ago. I was only in there because people were trying to connect the dots like Rob.
Yet if you watch my original video, I do explain the context. The funniest instance of this is when Adam started an argument with Null, the owner of Kiwi Farms, after he uploaded a video in late 2018 talking about the zoo sadist Wolf. In that video, he makes the claim that Adam is part of the growing normalization for fucking dogs. The one time he does actually add context, it only makes him look worse. When I brought up Adam engaging with Shadman on Twitter, he adds on worthless excuses.
As soon as he drew Keemstar's daughter, that was the situation where he was no longer doing things that involved consensual adults. He was involving people that were not consensual adults. That's a clear line that was crossed. I don't think I ever defended that, ever. Right? I don't know. I don't think there's any interactions of me and him after that point, and if there were, I probably didn't know about that.
Yeah, he interacted with Shadman twice after this. The second occurrence was dug up and archived by a Kiwi Farms user following this response stream. He's giving himself plausible deniability here, and he then downplays the interaction I showcased in my video.
I think there's literally 2 interactions, and both of them were me not responding just directly to him, but you can see like 3 other people tagged in all of these, because there was a big comment thread, and then I would make a joke. I made a joke like, ha, draw my horse persona getting railed by Scar or whatever. Self-deprecating.
Funny joke, if he didn't have someone draw that exact same thing for you years later. Alongside not showing clips, Adam has downplayed his past statements in his Twitter response. He wrote, 10 to 15 years ago, I shared my personal perspective on various controversial moral philosophical issues, and because I was in my early 20s, I didn't phrase myself as well as I would have today. I pointed out in my video that he was still making these statements as recent as a year ago, though he spends his new response restating them in a more palatable and optics-friendly way.
People have asked me, how is it possible for an animal to consent to a human being, right? And my answer was the same way it consents to another animal. Now, people have interpreted that as me saying animals want to have sex with human beings and therefore it's all good or whatever. People have interpreted that as me saying all actions, you know, sexually towards animals are permissible because of that. That is not my position. My position is that, sure, it's possible, right? So when someone presents me with a, this is 1000% not possible, and I go, okay, well, it's probably possible.
Despite this, he still claims there are ways that animals can consent to humans, meaning he hasn't learned jack shit. He claims that he was always speaking from an animal's version of consent, meaning he's implying that standard to humans.
It's not informed consent, right? It's not the human standard of consent. I was only ever talking about the perspective of the animal, which people who get really fucking emotional about this just forget or don't have the ability to wrap their heads around, right?
Later in the stream, he quadruples down on his take that there are certain circumstances where it's okay for bestiality to occur.
To reiterate, you know, having sex with children is bad. I don't want to see people having sex with animals. I would prefer people not to. I would say in most cases it's probably bad. There's some ways in which it's probably not that bad. I don't know. Maybe not worth throwing someone in jail over again. You know, animal breeders, literally, again, this is a scientific thing. Shouldn't be controversial.
What do you mean by that?
Despite this guy saying over and over again that he doesn't support zoophilia, he always seems to allow exceptions.
Yeah, not something you want to really hear, is it? Fucking gross ass shit, fucking YMS. What the fuck? But unfortunately, that take is essentially a lot worse when you put it even more perspective that he's been having this take for years and continues to double down and argue. So, for your ears, I am sorry. For your souls, I am sorry. But if I'm going to be in the mud, y'all coming with me. Here's the second worst take of YMS.
Animals. I don't see anything wrong with having sex with a goat. You should be able to rape a goat. If you're able to eat them. They're literally currency. Which animals should you not be able to rape? Humans. Otherwise, I don't know. I'm not a support of animal rape. I'm a support of consensual supporter of consensual zoophilia. I don't encourage it. I'm not gonna convince someone to try it. I've never tried it. I don't intend on ever trying it. But I recognize that people exist that will live their whole lives with an urge to do something like that. And meanwhile, while every other person on the planet gets to fulfill their eternal psychological, emotionally / physically driven urges, these other people on the planet that are attracted to the wrong thing somehow aren't able to do that, despite not harming animals in any way that they wouldn't be harmed through any other non-sexual activity, you know? To suggest that there's no such thing as consensual human / animal sex is to be the most naive person on the fucking planet. Dogs try to hump your fucking leg. That's all the evidence I need. I don't have to have sex with an animal to know that animals don't have the same type of reservations that human beings do when it comes to sex. If it feels good, they're probably okay with it. If they try to bite you or run away, that's probably a sign that they're not okay with it. So the argument that, oh, you can't tell if it's consenting or not, even though it's clearly enjoying itself. Okay. It's such bullshit. I can't believe people. I can't believe how much of society is just dictated by people saying, I don't like it, or, ick, that's gross, or they're not a part of my tribe. It's disgusting to me. It's disgusting to me. Human-animal sex is not nearly as disgusting as the mentality that discriminates against people who have never abused animals that are attracted to animals. Zoophilia laws, I'll say this again, I went on this same rant in like 20 other videos.
Yup. He really said that. YMS is a sick fuck who honestly deserves all the hate he gets. He deserves all the criticism, all of the trash talking. It's just fucking horrendous and nasty and fucking gross. And to sit there and be like, oh, but it's my sexuality. Dude, you want to fuck a lion? You want to talk about how it's okay for people to fuck goats and other animals because dogs want to hump your leg? Talking about animal consensuality with humans? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? But seriously, fuck this guy. Fuck any of his opinions. All of it is immediately null and void when you realize this is his moral stance. This is the hill he has decided to repeatedly die on for the rest of his life. But yeah, that's essentially it today. Just fucking degeneracy. Fucking gross, man. But yeah, I wanted to touch on it and share it with all of you guys because I'm kind of fucked up like that. But yeah, this has been another Internet State of Decay video. I am your host, JD, signing out. Deuces.
You a poopy bench, liar, liar, pants on fire, can't you let me do my dance? I said, you a poopy bench.